Look around the modern world. Every skyscraper, house, and bridge is a puzzle. We take raw materials, shape them into bricks, blocks, or steel beams, and stack them from the ground up. It's the logical way to build. But thousands of years ago, across different continents and cultures, ancient architects decided to do the exact opposite. They didn't bring materials to a construction site. Instead, they found a mountain, a cliffside, or a massive boulder, and simply subtracted everything that wasn't their vision. No bricks. No mortar. No room for a single mistake. One wrong strike of a hammer, and an entire monument could crack and be ruined forever. Today, we are counting down 5 of the most mind-blowing places on Earth carved entirely out of one single stone. And to see how this ancient engineering evolved, we're going on a journey through time, counting them down from the most recent medieval marvels all the way back to the dawn of the ancient world. Grab your gear. Let's dive in. Number 5. The underground crosses of Lalibela. We begin our journey in the late 12th century in the rugged highlands of Ethiopia. During this era, the historic pilgrimage to Jerusalem had become incredibly dangerous due to regional conflicts. King Gebre Meskel Lalibela had a radical, almost crazy vision. If his people couldn't safely walk to the Holy Land, he would build a new Jerusalem right here in Ethiopia. But he didn't build it up toward the heavens. He dug it deep into the earth. This is Beate Georgis, the Church of St. George. It is the most famous of the 11 monolithic churches in Lalibela. To create this, workers had to excavate a massive trench into solid volcanic tuff, isolating a colossal 4-story block of stone in the middle of a pit. Then, using nothing but hand chisels and axes, they hollowed it out. Think about the sheer spatial awareness this required. They had to carve out windows, doors, intricate columns, and even vaulted ceilings on the inside, all while maintaining the structural integrity of the outer shell. They even carved a sloped roof and an advanced internal drainage system to prevent the churches from flooding during the rainy season. According to local legend, an army of angels came at night to finish the work that human hands started during the day. Looking at the sheer precision achieved 800 years ago, it's easy to see why people believed that. Number 4. The silent colossus of Gomateshwara. Moving back another 2 centuries to the year 981 AD, we travel to southern India. Most of the monolithic wonders on our list are hollowed-out spaces, temples and rooms you can walk inside. But our number 4 spot is different. It is a pure, freestanding sculpture of staggering proportions. This is the Gomateshwara statue, a 57-foot-tall monument dedicated to the Jain figure Bahubali. It is the largest freestanding monolithic statue on Earth. Unlike the Sphinx in Egypt, which was carved from a limestone ridge that sits in a valley, the creators of Gomateshwara chose a massive, solid granite whaleback hill. They didn't assemble this piece by piece on top of the mountain. The top of the mountain was the statue. Granite is one of the hardest stones on Earth. Working with it requires immense physical strength and specialized tempering of iron tools. Yet the artisans managed to carve incredibly delicate features. The statue stands in complete stillness, meditating, with vines meticulously carved wrapping around its legs and arms to symbolize his long, unmoving meditation. For over 1,000 years, this single, unbroken piece of granite has weathered the elements without a single crack, joint, or drop of mortar holding it together. Number 3. The top-down miracle of Kailasa. If the last 2 sites amazed you, our number 3 spot will completely redefine what you think ancient humans were capable of. Welcome to the Kailasa Temple at the Ellora Caves. This is, without hyperbole, one of the greatest engineering achievements in human history. In the 8th century, King Krishna I of the Rashtrakuta dynasty ordered the construction of a temple to honor Lord Shiva. But instead of cutting stones from a quarry and transporting them, engineers chose a massive basalt cliff. And then, they did something terrifying. They started at the very top of the mountain and carved downward. Most construction projects allow you to scaffold as you go up, adjusting your plans. At Kailasa, they had to know exactly where every pillar, every staircase, every balcony, and every life-sized elephant statue would be before they even touched the rock. Historians estimate that over 400,000 tons of solid rock were chipped away and hauled out of this pit. Working in back-breaking heat, using only chisels, hammers, and picks, they cleared a courtyard twice the area of the Parthenon in Greece. Because they worked from the top down, the roof was finished first, then the upper stories, then the ground floor. It is a multi-story temple complex with bridges, walkways, and deep underground sanctuaries, all originating from a single continuous piece of basalt. Number 2. The Mirage in the Desert, Petra's Treasury. We cross the ocean and head into the middle of the Jordanian desert, traveling back nearly 2,000 years to the height of the Nabatean kingdom. You've likely seen this structure in movies like Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, but Hollywood rarely explains the true mind-bending reality of how it was made. This is Al-Khazne, or the Treasury. It is a breathtaking, 130-foot-tall Hellenistic facade. When you look at those perfect Corinthian columns, the smooth pediments, and the detailed statues of gods, your brain automatically tells you, this is a building. But it's not. There are no foundations. There are no blocks. This is a mountain that has been masterfully reshaped. The Nabateans were masters of stone. To carve the treasury, they started at the very top of the sheer sandstone cliff face. They carved flat steps into the rock to act as a natural scaffolding platform. As they worked their way down, they kicked the loose sand and debris over the edge, slowly revealing the magnificent facade beneath them. Inside, the treasury holds a massive, hollowed-out square chamber. It is completely unadorned, a stark contrast to the beautiful exterior, but it serves as a haunting reminder of what this place truly is, a giant hollowed-out rock. Number 1. The Eternal Guardians of Abu Simbel. Finally, we reach the oldest monument on our list, taking us back over 3,200 years to the golden age of ancient Egypt. Pharaoh Ramses the Great was not known for his modesty. To project his absolute power over the southern borders of his empire, he ordered the creation of Abu Simbel. Carved directly into a solid sandstone cliffside on the banks of the Nile River, the entrance is guarded by 4 colossal 66-foot-tall statues of Ramses himself. But the true magic lies inside. The carvers tunneled 200 feet deep into the solid mountain, creating a series of grand halls, rooms, and a sacred inner sanctuary. The engineering here wasn't just structural, it was astronomical. The temple was aligned so precisely with the cosmos that twice a year, on February 22nd and October 22nd, the sun's rays penetrate the dark entrance, travel 200 feet through the mountain, and perfectly illuminate the statues of Ramses and the sun gods at the very back of the sanctuary. What makes Abu Simbel even more legendary is its modern history. In the 1960s, the construction of a new dam threatened to submerge the temple forever. In a historic feat of modern engineering, an international team literally sliced the entire mountain into 2,000 massive blocks, weighing up to 30 tons each, moved them 200 feet up the hill, and reassembled them perfectly inside an artificial concrete mountain. Even today, with all our technology, it took the entire world coming together just to move what the ancient Egyptians carved out of a single stone. From the medieval highlands of Ethiopia to the ancient sands of Egypt, these 5 locations prove that human ingenuity isn't limited by the tools of the era but by the scope of our imagination. These ancient builders didn't look at a mountain and see an obstacle. They looked at a mountain and saw a masterpiece waiting to be let out. Which of these one-stone wonders is at the top of your travel bucket list? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ancient history and engineering, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.